and welcome to a new installment of Mayor on the Move. I'm sitting with the mayor of West Chicago, Ruben Pineda. You may recognize him from the video that he tormented me with last year when we had a hitchhiker.
It was Mayor Cherico's fault, not mine.
We picked up the mayor of Naperville, running the streets of West Chicago like he doesn't have enough to do over in Naperville. So today we're going to cruise around West Chicago in this beautiful brand new Equinox, thanks to Advantage Chevrolet of Bolingbrook. Ruben, I have no idea what he has planned. It's always a surprise with him. So
we're gonna. Last time we visited West Chicago. We drove around West Chicago so I could show you our businesses, our airports, our parks, and everything. Today we're gonna pick up people and just residents and let them kind of give you an idea of why they love West Chicago.
We're gonna pick up the people. All right.
Pick up the Chicago just so happens to be a railroad community.
Isn't that like the logo or the...
It used to be Turner Junction, and at one point we had the stockyards out here that held all the cattle and all the livestock before it went down to Chicago to their stockyards. So we've had a turnaround here and a roundabout, and that was our old, that's our old depot that we moved. But yeah, it's a railroad community. So.
It's a beautiful house.
Yeah, that's mine.
That's a beautiful house too.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh, he's wearing pants today.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
How many people total are we picking up?
Three. We're picking up
three people. Hello and welcome to our car.
Hi.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Bob.
Nice to meet you, Bob. Make sure you buckle your safety belt. How long have you lived in West Chicago?
Well, actually, I moved to West Chicago with my mother in 1982.
Oh, nice.
When from Elk Grove Village, right by the airport.
Mm-hmm.
And when we moved out here, I was like, Mom, there's nothing out here.
You went from planes to trains.
Yeah.
Can't believe that.
What is Mayor Ruben Pineda like as a neighbor?
Awesome.
Loud music, parties?
All the time.
No, not loud music, but big dinners.
Goes out and gets his paper in his underwear?
We do. I do walk the dogs in my robe, so
Nice.
take a right here.
Children.
Is this who we're picking up?
This is Mike.
It's like another hitchhiker. Oh, wait. I don't know what windows I'm rolling down.
You want it? Morning, Mike.
This is
Yes,
Mike.
my Facebook.
Mike Horsley.
Hi, Mike.
I didn't know if you would find me or not, so I came outside.
Well, good.
And I saw this white Audi going that way. Well, they
Oh, now he's behind us. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hi.
Danielle.
Danielle, Mike Horsley here.
Thanks for coming out with us. Oh,
Hi, Bob. Oh, hi, Bob.
Bob's my neighbor, Mike.
Oh, really?
And I get to see Mike quite often around town, so he's wonderful. He does a lot for our community. So
How long have you lived in West Chicago?
Well, I've lived here 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah, in that same house. We lived in St. Charles for a little bit, and then decided we wanted to have a house. And we actually wanted an older home. The house was built in the late 1800s, mid-1800s.
It's a beautiful house.
So.
That's a beautiful homestead.
And it needed a lot of repair, and so we like the idea of, fixing up something.
Mm-hmm.
And 40 years later, we're still here. I think initially we thought it would be a starter home. So.
And still fixing it.
Yeah.
So tell me, guys, what's your favorite part about West Chicago? Is there a certain business, or is there
besides the mayor?
Besides the mayor and the radio station that you probably listen to every morning, 95.9 The River. What for people who have never visited here, or maybe haven't seen the culture or whatever? What do you guys recommend? What's the must do in West Chicago?
I like living here because it still has that small town feel.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cities are growing population and size, and the houses are getting bigger, everything, and West Chicago hasn't. They've grown, in good ways.
That's important to have growth, but to have that small town feel still.
Yeah,
That's gonna
a lot of diversity.
That's our plan. We're going to keep that hometown look. So that's our goal for our long-term goal for the sustainability of the community. We're going to have walking paths and more biking paths, restaurants, so everybody can enjoy the downtown. So we're working on that right now. We're putting the plan together. We're we're building a municipal campus, so it's going to be great. And everybody's excited about it. We just had a focus group, so we've got a survey out for our residents to make sure that they give us a lot of input, so we know what they want. We'll be able to see our new pavilion that the past mayor wanted. One of the last things he wanted to do as mayor was build a pavilion in the park, and I made sure that it happened, me and the council, and now we're at that point. I mean, they just put the roof on it, and June 10th June 10th we'll be opening the pavilion.
They're going to start having events here in the park, like yoga in the park and things for families to do and exercise.
You know, I just started doing yoga at home, like a video, because I didn't want to make a fool out of myself going to an actual class. Oh, it's so...
I'm right there.
It's hard, man.
I see my reflection in my TV, and I'm like, oh, girl.
Yoga is wonderful. Tai Chi is great as well. Hi, Britta. How are you?
Oh, I know you.
Yeah. Everybody knows everybody in West Chicago.
Right on.
Yeah.
Hi, Britta. I'm Danielle.
Hi, Yvonne.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I'll let you put your seatbelt down.
Yes, where is that thing?
Safety first.
Here. Let me see.
Oh,
Here it is, right here.
I feel really cool, like we have a posse that's following us.
Yeah.
Like the paparazzi is following us.
I'm noticing that we pay our employees way too much because she's driving a white Audi. I drive a Toyota Camry.
All right, so Britta, let's hear about you. How long have you lived in West Chicago?
About 15 years.
15 years.
Almost 16 years now.
You have a beautiful neighborhood. This looks like maybe one of the newer developments.
Yeah, it is beautiful. The reason we picked this place was because we had little children when we came here, and we lived right across from the school.
Oh, yeah.
So it took them full 2 minutes to get to school. It was perfect.
But they had to walk uphill both ways to get there in the snow.
But I know some parents that would have driven their kid to school.
Oh my goodness, no, mine walked. Yeah, right across the street. It was
So we've been talking a lot about the things that we love about West Chicago, the businesses, the culture, the festivals. What are some of your favorite things about living and just being in West Chicago?
My favorite thing is that it's a total melting pot of people from all over the world. I love that, especially working at the high school. I can tell that it's a big melting pot because I get stories from those students. It is amazing. Since I'm not from here, originally from America either, I'm from Switzerland, so I feel right at home because it's a mix of everything. Yeah.
We're talking about some of the festivals too, like the Blooming Fest that's coming up, and I know there's Railroad Days.
Railroad Days.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
That's an old one.
Frosty Fest.
What is? I don't think I know what Frosty Fest is. What
Frosty
is
Fest is fun.
Actually, 2 years ago at Frosty Fest, we had our first 5K, and we made everybody wear a snowman suit to run and walk.
Oh, that would have been a great photo op, I'm sure.
There's ice carvings.
Well, that's cool.
Hot cocoa, and then there's
Santa, Mr. and Mrs. Claus show up, and
the kids from the choir, high school choir, and some of the churches, they sing
I think
outside.
that's what's really cool too, is that it's like a very supportive of families in West Chicago.
Yes, it
Well,
is.
for
And
Frosty-
very supportive of art as well. Because
Yeah,
I'm part of
very.
Gallery 200, and
That's a huge
that is
asset to our
that is a
community.
big asset.
And
I love
we
it.
have a theater guild here as well.
So you said you work at the high school?
I do, yes. I work in the library at the high school.
How do what do kids do around here for fun? Where do they go? Is there like the Tasty Freeze? I would imagine that's probably.
We go free. Is it We Go Freeze?
Yeah, we go freeze
they
now. I
renamed it.
changed. Yeah,
We
it'll
go
always be
freeze.
Tasty
In
Freeze.
my
Yes,
mind,
it'll always be
it'll
tasty
kind of like
free.
Sears
Yeah.
Tower
I was
That's
just
never
gonna say
changed.
that. Yes.
And
yeah.
like Happy House,
yeah.
it's now Happy Dog. No, we still call it Happy
I
House.
love the Happy Dog.
Yes.
Well, it's like
Oh, yeah.
certain music venues too. Once they change names, like or
Oh, yes.
you know, U.S. Cellular Field or whatever.
Or
That's hard
Rosemont
to adjust to
Verizon
change.
is
Yeah.
now Allstate Arena. No, it's Rosemont.
Well, the students are highly involved at the high school itself. They have so many sports and so many opportunities there. There's tons of clubs that they join that they usually stay after school. They don't come right home. I don't see my high schoolers so often anymore because they're mostly hanging out at the school,
That's
either
a good
playing
thing.
volleyball or working or playing in pit band, or
Yeah.
there's lots of stuff going on.
Mike, what were you saying about the
I would say
community?
The community just passed a bond. This is a bond issue to do a major
Referendum.
sustainability, refreshing and renovation work at the high school.
They're adding a.
So many of those don't pass. you know.
Right. They're adding a full second floor on the west side of the school.
Oh,
And a new
really?
library. I'm working in the library, so I I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nice.
We're learning more and more about Britta. So first I found out she worked at the high school. Now she's a librarian.
We do have Garden Works now. That is,
Garden Works.
they're here now. Their office is here in West Chicago, and what they do is they 4x8 raised gardens, not just in West Chicago, but all over the DuPage County. So we try to give a lot of them away, so it allows the residents an opportunity to grow their own garden, and anything that they have left over or abundance of, we give to our food pantries.
Oh, cool.
So we have the American Heart, American Cancer, American Diabetes, the United Way here in West Chicago. We also work with the National Forum in D.C., in Washington, D.C., and they do the Move with the Mayor in the month of September. And last year we whooped Green Bay, Oklahoma City,
Nice.
Lauren, Ohio, and Columbia, South Carolina. So collectively,
So take that, all you people that
all
you
you
just
big
said.
cities, look at us.
Just one thing.
So Danielle, how'd you get the brand new car for this ride?
Yeah, I've been thinking about looking.
So we are
Thanks for
driving
picking me
in a
up.
brand new Equinox. This is from one of our sponsors that has been a long time great supporter of the radio station, Advantage Chevrolet Bolingbrook. We talk about them all the time. They sponsor our listener trip that we've done to Mexico and Punta Cana, our River Listener Prom that we
Which
do.
we did not get the invitation, by the way.
I was ready to go. My bag was packed. I
For
was
River
ready to
Prom? Oh, you're talking about for our trip to Punta Cana? Yeah. Come next year. It'll be a lot of fun. So what would you, if you guys could say one restaurant in West Chicago for people outside of West Chicago to come here and try, what's the one restaurant you would recommend?
Well, in West Chicago, I would recommend El Coco Loco. It's right on Main Street,
Mm-hmm.
and it has very good Mexican, American food. So
Absolutely.
How about you guys?
I'm torn between Barbecue Hawthorns
Okay.
and
Oh, yeah, that one's
on Tony. Is it Tony and John or John and
John
Tony?
and Tony's.
John.
Oh,
John
What kind
and
of food is
Tony.
that?
that's a
Oh,
nice place.
It's
that
a char
is-
house, kind of.
The
I've been there.
asparagus
Aged beef.
It's out on
is
North Avenue.
absolutely.
All right, so that is this version of West Chicago's Mayor on the Move. Thank you to you guys for joining us.
Thank
I
you
had
for
fun
having
us. Thank
getting
you.
to
Very
know you.
interesting.
It's not just businesses in West Chicago; the people make it great as well. And obviously,
Especially the people.
especially the people
Especially the
make it great,
people.
and the mayor makes it great as well. Mayor Ruben Pineda, thanks for having us out.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
This is great. I figured this was a great way to have the people see how wonderful our residents are and how much our residents love West Chicago.
Yeah, so many great things. I learn something new every time I come here. Awesome. Thanks, guys, again.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.